Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Take me home today. Take me out to play. Take me back into that sweet, sweet memory.
Morning guys, welcome to day 2 of the vlogs. We are off to Hollywood Studios today, which you may be able to tell from my Galaxy outfit. I love this. I showed you it in the mirror as an outfit of the day, so let me just quickly insert that. So here is my outfit of the day for day 2. I've got my Purple Potion ears. I've got this play suit, which I'm obsessed with. It is my Galaxy play suit. My mum made this especially for me to wear to Hollywood Studios, and I absolutely love it. I've got my R2-D2 bag with little C-3PO on there as well. And then I have these Converse high tops, which you can't see very well in this lighting, but they're like blue and pink two-tone, and then they look purple some of the time as well. I just love them. I got them from the outlets here in Orlando, maybe in 2019. So yeah, that is today's outfit. And I'm so excited for Hollywood Studios. I've already been on to my Disney experience this morning. I've decided I'm not going to do Genie Plus today. The reason being, I do have an ADR over in Epcot later, so I feel like today is not the day necessarily to do it, but I am going to be doing both of the premium lightning lanes. So I've put Rise of the Resistance and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and anything else we do, we're going to look at the standby lines and see what that's like. So that'll be interesting today to do that option instead of the Genie Plus. I definitely will do Genie Plus another day, because just to let you know, I was on at 7 o'clock in the morning on the dot to book my Rise of the Resistance, and the time was pushing back in front of my eyes. So at about 3 minutes past 7, it was already between 12 and 1 p.m. for my return time. So that was kind of crazy. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I think that was much easier. You could have got an earlier time, because with those ones, you actually can pick the time, unlike the Genie Plus, where those return times will just give you the next available. But with the extra premium ones that you're paying more money again, you can be a bit more selective with your time for those. But just to let you know, I did look at Slinky Dog Dash, and at around 7:45, so that was only 45 minutes after people could start booking, the return time, the closest one you could get, was already 7 p.m. this evening. So I think we're in for a very, very busy day. So for you guys, just to let you know, if you are using Genie Plus, you are gonna have to get in there early to get these return times, because that is kind of crazy that it was that late in the day at 7:45. And who even knows if you're not staying on site? I don't know how that is going to work out for getting the really popular rides. But anyway, let's go and get a bus to Hollywood Studios. So I'm not sure we're going to get there quite for park opening. I actually wasn't trying this morning because I've already got those 2 attractions booked. So what time is it now? Forgot to put my watch on. It's 20 to 9 and they open at 9. There was a slight chill in the air this morning as well, but not enough to warrant me bringing a cardigan or a jacket, because I know it will get warm as soon as I'm there. We have arrived, and there's the Skyliner. We will be on that later to go across to Epcot, because I have a reservation at San Angel Inn, or San Angel Inn I should say. I think that's how you say it. Very excited for that. The bus was super packed again today. I think that's going to be a running theme throughout the entire trip. And I think I'm going to go straight for Toy Story Mania this morning. I just looked at the times thingy on the app, and Slinky Dog Dash is already 50 minutes. So I'm not going to do that. I will do that when I have Genie Plus next time I come back. But I'm buzzing for Toy Story Mania. It's one of my favourite rides, and obviously we've got Rise of the Resistance and stuff later. And I think I'm going to do the live stream a little earlier today, because I can't do it at 3 because of my dining reservation, and it's Sunday, so people back in the UK hopefully will be around earlier in the day for the stream. Okay, bag check does not look too bad. Like I say, you just walk through a scanner now, so it is a lot quicker. It's like so much quicker than it used to be. When they used to actually go through every bag, this would be like right back here, the queues. You might still have to have your bag looked at. Mine was yesterday, so be prepared for that, but it should in theory be a lot quicker. Okay, we are in. We are back at Hollywood Studios. I am absolutely so excited for this. I'm not crying yet, but I will say over the course of the last couple of days, it is so random what makes me cry. It's like obviously walking into the Magic Kingdom, but I have these little moments here and there where certain things will set me off. So who even knows what it might be today? But I'm so excited to be back here and to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I always find very difficult to say because I still haven't done it yet. So usually coffee would be my #1 priority, but I am going to go and do Toy Story Mania first, just because I don't want the line to get really long. And then we're going to go find coffee. We're going to skirt around the edge here, past Hollywood Brown Derby. Definitely walking around here is nothing like it was when I was here in March in 2020. That was crazy. This is a lot more manageable. I'm sure when we actually get into Toy Story Land, it'll be a different situation, but we will see. But certainly walking around here, this was all completely crazy last year. So Toy Story Mania has gone up from a 10-minute wait to a 30. So we're definitely going to get over there. I'm still going to do it. 30 minutes is absolutely fine. But obviously later in the day, I imagine that's going to be a lot busier. And Slinky Dog Dash is 50 minutes.
You're my favorite deputy.
Oh, thanks, Woody.
No, you over there. You're my favorite deputy.
Oh, he wasn't talking about me.
The other one. Ah, shucks, you're all my favorite deputies.
Oh, I am his favourite. Okay, here we go. 30-minute wait.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Right this way to Toy Story Midway Mania! It's a ride that's a game. It's a game that's a ride.
Yes.
Step right up and see what's inside.
Okay, that was awesome. I love that ride, and I had 163,500 for those who are interested in that kind of detail. I just wanted to mention a couple of things. When I went through bag check, they said to take umbrellas out your bag, so they must set off the scanner, and mine got set off again, and I've realised it's my cordless hair straightener. So because I've got that in my bag, it's probably going to get checked every single day, but that's fine. Okay, so Slinky Dog Dash is now 70-minute standby. And I think I'm going to head over to Galaxy's Edge just to take a few photos, and then I have the live stream. So time is already going quick today, and I still need to get that coffee. That is also a priority. And the wait for alien swirling saucers in standby is 35 minutes, so that's not too bad. Okay, we're now in Galaxy's Edge, and there's Ray doing a little socially distanced meet and greet. Characters do kind of just pop up here. You get stormtroopers sometimes. Now at the moment with COVID, I don't know if they kind of walk around like they used to. Probably not. They're probably just kind of stood around somewhere, but always look out for that. The standby for Millennium Falcon is 65 minutes, and it does seem that they do still have a single rider line. Somebody was asking me about that, and yes, there is still one there. And here is just a general view of Galaxy's Edge. It is amazing, as always.
1 hour later.
Okay, the live stream is all done. I've literally just finished. I was going to get Starbucks, but the line is horrible. So I think I'm going to go to my sneaky little location over by the exit of Tower of Terror, because that's one of the most hidden Joffrey's locations, and we'll get something there. But I am just going to stop and get a quick photo pass picture. And I cannot recommend enough bringing a little mini hairbrush with you for when you're having your photo pass pictures taken, because your hair can get pretty crazy in Florida, and then that way you don't look at your photos afterwards and think, oh, my hair looks terrible, that photo's ruined. You can give it a quick brush before you have it done. Right, I've changed my mind. I'm going to come back and get the picture because there's a bit of a long line, and I do really, really need to get a coffee, but I don't want to obviously be late for my Rise of the Resistance. You do have an hour to return. You don't have to be there dead on the time. Oh, some exciting music suddenly happening. Coffee is the priority in this moment, so I'm going to go and get that, and then we're going to head back to Galaxy's Edge to ride Rise of the Resistance. We are approaching the tower, which has a standby time of, I think that's 50. I may need to get a little closer. Okay, 50, so that's standby. Of course, this is part of Genie Plus, so if you have that for the day, you can try and get a return time. But what we are interested in right now is definitely a coffee, because this will be my first one today, and I feel like I've already done quite a lot today. There is a little line, but it's never anywhere approaching the line for Starbucks. It's a little bit hidden away here, so that's why usually the line isn't anywhere near as bad. And that's right up here by the exit to Tower of Terror. So I have my Joffreys, I have a latte, and of course, a giant pink donut. Gotta be done. I do really want to get the Napoleon from Starbucks, but we'll see what the line's like later, but you know I love these. Okay, we're gonna walk with the Joffreys because it is almost time for Rise of the Resistance. I can't believe I'm gonna get to do this again for only the second time ever. I did it on opening day, and when I was here in March, I couldn't get on. I couldn't get a boarding group, and now the system has changed. Of course, we were able to pay for our return time today, and I am absolutely buzzing. This is one of the things I've been most excited for coming back. is riding this ride again because it's absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to vlog it and share it with you guys too. And there's a definite Christmas vibe in this park. I always find the music here is really, really nice. And you've got the little decorations down here. So it feels weird feeling so Christmassy with the weather like this. In the UK it's definitely cold and frosty and all that kind of thing when it feels Christmassy and wintry, but here it's Christmas, but it's hot, and I am not mad at it. I'm not complaining at all, it being this warm in November. I have also abandoned the idea of trying to get a walk up at Sci-Fi because I've just eaten that donut, and my reservation over in Epcot for San Angel Inn is 3 p.m. so I don't think I'm going to be able to fit anything else in between then. I'm just really interested to know whether you can even get a walk up, because a lot of the time I see people trying to and they say no, but if it's just me on my own, I am just interested to see if I can. So we will see next time I'm here. And I always love the decorations here. They've got these little floating baubles in the water and a beautiful tree with dinosaur Gertie sticking out behind. And it's looking like the standby wait for Star Tours is 40 minutes currently. That's another one you'd be able to get a Genie Plus return time for if you have that for the day. And I would imagine you'd be able to fairly easily get a return time for this one compared to some of the others. This is the most excited I felt so far this trip, I think. And obviously it looks like there is a line, which I totally expected. We just need to find the end of it. Okay, so there is no line for Lightning Lane. Okay, I am actually crazy excited right now. I can't wait for this.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pucara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Hurry, all recruits to transport. No need for safety here, it will be a smooth ride. Transport takeoff in 20 seconds.
Good. Airspeed sensor? Thank you. We're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
I love the cast members on this ride, they are so serious. And sometimes they tell you off too.
You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Where were the resistance and we're here to rescue you from our head door?
Wait,
Okay, take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
There they are! Fire! Take cover, recruits!
This thing box just below us. Take the lift down. We'll cover you. Hurry! No, not up! I said down! This does not look good. Try to find another way down to the escape pods.
The Resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Personnel, abandon ship. I repeat, abandon ship. This is short of the back.
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Okay, you're clear.
Your escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck. All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're Resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck?
Yeah. Beck, you're right. I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the Resistance base is secure. Bravo!
So we just got done on Rise of the Resistance. It was incredible, obviously, as always, and it made me realise the first time I rode it and it broke down, it literally broke down right at the end, so I barely missed like anything the first time, but it was so good. I absolutely loved it. And just for anyone's information who's interested in that type of thing, my return time was between 12 and 1. I got in the line at around 3 minutes past 12 and it's now 12:30. So that's how long it took from getting in line to getting off the ride, just because that kind of information can be useful for planning your day when you are making these reservations, to make sure your whole day goes according to plan and you don't have things overlapping. Now I have about an hour until my Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway reservation, so I think I might go back to the main entrance and go in some of the stores, because I feel like I haven't done enough store browsing yet, and I'm gonna have to go pretty much from riding Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, my goodness, I cannot say that, to head over to Epcot to get to my dining reservation. But like I said, don't worry, we will be back at Hollywood Studios several times later in the trip, but I think this is a good time to do my bit of shopping now, because I do want to see if they've got any of those Apple Watch straps. They might have some different designs here, because they have quite a big range of magic bands and stuff. So let's go and have a little browse. Okay, we're going to head into the Five and Dime, and for those who are interested, the Starbucks line is way shorter now, so it was obviously just in the morning that it was bad. And straight into some 2021 merch. That's actually really cool. $64.99. It's not too heavy though, it's like quite a thin hooded sweatshirt thing. They've got a kids version too. It's actually not too bad looking around here as well, compared to going through the stores at Magic Kingdom yesterday. It's currently around 12:45, and they do always have some good Christmas decorations in here. I like these Toy Story ones. Oh, Becky would be very happy about this section. I mean, I love this, but how on earth would you drink out of that in any kind of sensible way? That'd be worse than my Skyliner cup, and that's hard enough to drink out of. One thing I definitely do need to buy this trip is a new water bottle, and I just need to peruse all of them. I do like this one, but I don't think the kind of top no, that's not the kind of top I want, so that's not going to work. so I'm gonna have to keep looking. I love this guy. And they have some kitchen stuff. I think these are like pot holder things. They're quite funny. And here are some ears that we haven't seen yet. Oh, they're the pass holder ears. Oh, I like those. They're going to be hard to resist. Okay, I'm going to leave it for now, but I can make no guarantees that I won't come back for those. And obviously to buy these, you will have to show your annual pass. And this is the section we're really interested in to see if they have the watch straps. I do quite like this one. They had this in white yesterday, but this is a black version. Probably my favourite one so far. I'm going to continue to look. I'll probably just look in World of Disney when we're at Disney Springs tomorrow evening as well, just to make sure there aren't any that I've missed. I do love these. These are really nice. Oh. I don't know whether I like these better or the pass holder ones. How wrong would it be to get both? Very wrong, very wrong. I was only saying yesterday on the stream I have about 80 pairs of ears, and that is not an exaggeration, unfortunately. So do I need 2 more pairs? That would be outrageous. I just love them. So this is interesting, like I was saying yesterday, these rose gold ones, they have the regular band, but they also have this soft band, but they are the exact same ones, so they're obviously trying out with some designs having both options. I do prefer the regular headband myself. Okay, the question is, shall I get a Starbucks before I go to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway? I'm thinking the answer to that should always be yes. The question is, do I get the Napoleon? But that would be the second sugary thing I've eaten today when I haven't eaten anything else. What do you think? Is that outrageous? Maybe a little bit. It's somewhat alarming they don't have a Napoleon by the look of it. Oh dear. I mean, probably for the best, but that's also disappointing. So I ended up getting the 50th Shimmer and, what was it called? Shimmer and Shine something, this pineapple looking thing. And also I got the pink drink. So let's get into this. I've taken some photos of it. So it's a very moussey consistency. It was a very like cream cheese type taste. So if you've ever had one of those like cheese Danish type things, it's very much like that. It looks exactly like the pine cone they normally have, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be a pineapple, right, with this little thing in the top. It does not taste like pineapple in any way to me. I don't know if it's supposed to. It is nice though. So I just tried some of this green stuff, which looks like moss, and that is sponge, like sponge cake. This stuff that's sticking, this chocolate 50 to the bottom, that does kind of taste like pineapple. And now I think about it, I guess this kind of does a little bit, but it's not super pineapple-y. It's not like a Dole Whip kind of pineapple taste. And watch out for the gold stuff on the outside, because it gets all over your fingers if you touch it. But it's nice, it's a bit different. And as I've got further in, there is this kind of like sponge, dense sponge cake, I would say, it is in the bottom, but that doesn't taste like pineapple either, I don't think. So the stuff on the bottom of that cake thing was really hard. It was like a biscuity, kind of like a cross between biscuit and Rice Krispie treat. It was nice, the whole thing, but I would say it very firmly falls into the category of being one of those things that looks a lot better than it tastes. It was fine, but it just tasted very ordinary, but it looked very impressive, so I thought we'd try it. And I do want to try a few of the 50th snacks as we're going around the parks. So now I'm going to drink this drink while walking, because it is time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I struggle to say properly every single time, but it's the first time I'm ever riding it, so I'm super excited. Okay, it's time to ride. So here's the standby entrance, and Lightning Lane is right back over there. One thing I wish I had with me on this trip that I didn't buy before I came is a little thing to go around your neck to hold your face mask. Just being able to like take it down would be so much easier if I had one of those, so I'd recommend getting one. I don't think they sell them here at Disney, but you can get them on eBay or Etsy, Amazon, I think, places like that. But the best thing I found is to put it around your wrist. You can hang it off your ear, which can be okay, but it can fall off without you noticing, and if it's like a special one to match your outfit, that's very annoying. It's not so bad if it's a disposable one, but yeah, just put it around your wrist and then put it back on whenever you need, and then you won't lose it in between. Or maybe you're just the sort of person who doesn't lose everything, but you know me, I do. It's been a long time since I've been in this building, because this was the Great Movie Ride last time I was here, and when I was here in March we couldn't get on this because it was opening, I think, the day after I left, so always excited for a new attraction.
Hi, Goofy! Well, beautiful day for a picnic. Yep, we're off to the park. Excuse me, you lady. Who, me?
Do you mind helping these good people into the cartoon while I fix this here locomotive?
Goofy, that seems like a lot of paperwork that I really don't want to do.
Thanks! Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up! Hey, listen,
Sure to take good care of our friends.
what could possibly go wrong?
I must have hit that track switch.
Hooray, hooray, hooray! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
My guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Okay, that was everything. That is one ride that I haven't really watched anyone else's videos on. I've just waited to ride it, and it was so much better than I was expecting. I really loved that so much. I'm definitely going to do that again when I come back next time. Yeah, just I don't know why I'm so surprised, but I loved it. Really loved it. I did almost lose my ears in the tornado that we encountered, so if I'm looking a bit windswept, that's why. They actually fell off. But yeah, it's really good. So cute. And now it is time to exit and head across to Epcot, because I've got my dining reservation at 3 and obviously don't want to be late for that. So we are going to go and take the Skyliner. Like I said, I will be back here several times the rest of the trip, so we're going to get to do Genie Plus the next time we're here and do Slinky Dog Dash and all that kind of thing. And I've also just realised that my Galaxy outfit is going to make a lot less sense at Epcot than it does here, but never mind. So it's goodbye to Hollywood Studios for this visit, but not for very long, because I will be back I think the day after tomorrow. Okay, so here we are at the Skyliner. There is a little bit of a line, but it doesn't look too bad at all. And the Skyliner is currently stopped, but that happens all the time, just for a few minutes here and there. Hopefully it won't be for long. Here we are at Epcot. I am so keen to get in here. It's my favourite park. I've missed it so bad and I can't wait. And San Angel Inn is one of my absolute favourite restaurants, so this is a good day. I met some amazing people on Skyliner as well, so if you guys are watching, hi, and it was lovely to meet you. And the pesky hair straightener strikes again. My bag did beep. I think it's going to do that every single time. I'm good, how are you?
I love your shoes.
Thank you. Thank you. And here we go, I'm crying again. As soon as I walk in, oh my gosh. The emotions of walking back into your favourite parks is definitely real. I love this place so much. And this is perfect timing. It's 2:30 and my reservation is at 3, so that's really good. And I probably won't stop now to look at the new area in front because I want to have a really good look properly. So we'll probably do that after we've eaten. You'll quite often hear me saying we, even when I'm on a solo trip. It's because I kind of feel like you guys are here with me. So whenever I say that, if you're wondering who I'm talking about when I say we, I mean me and you guys. And as you can see, it is very busy here at Epcot, but again, it is a weekend, it's Sunday, and Food and Wine Festival is coming to an end pretty soon, I think next weekend. So it's not surprising that a lot of locals are coming to experience the festival for the last couple of weekends. It feels so good to be back in this park. I can't even tell you, I've missed it so much. I am very happy right now. And Belle is over there doing a socially distanced meet and greet. I don't know if you can see, there we go. There she is. So you can kind of see her from behind the railings. And there is Jasmine over there in Morocco. Again, the characters kind of stand somewhere and you can stand in front of them and get a photo or a selfie, but you can't get right up close. And the lines are not terrible for the food and wine booths. And I'm getting my first look at the barges over there for Harmonious. You can kind of see the big circle in the middle and then the screens either side. A lot of people have asked me what I think of it in terms of it ruining the view. And I mean, I have to say, now I'm here in person, it's not as bad as I thought. I don't love that thing in the middle, the big circly thing with the stuff around it. I get why it needs to be there, and it does kind of spoil the view, but it's not awful. If only it were Flower and Garden, we could get some frushi, which would completely make my day. But wrong time of year for that. And I think we will try and get back to the Regal Eagle Smokehouse at some point this trip. I did go there briefly when I was here in March, but I think if I remember correctly, I wasn't all that hungry, so I didn't order one of the main menu items. So we'll try and get back there and do that. So it is really good in there. I much prefer it to when it was Liberty Inn. Pretty soon we will be at Germany, which means the Werther's store, which smells so good. In fact, I may forego dessert at San Angel Inn so that I can come back there and get dessert from the Werther's store, because I do tend to do that quite often. And they have a 50th anniversary caramel apple there, which I've heard really good things about. The temptation for a Bellini is strong as we're passing Italy, but I will resist because I don't think I'll have time for that right now. But I love this pavilion. I love the music, it's just so beautiful. If you are here during any of the festivals, especially Food and Wine, and you're looking at lines and thinking, oh my goodness, probably the best thing is to come on like a Tuesday or Wednesday morning, right when the festival booths open, and you shouldn't experience these lines and the craziness and stuff like that. It'll be a lot easier to navigate. So just remember, when you see all these crowds, this is a weekend and it's a lot worse than it would normally be. I'm not sure how long the line will be for the Grand Fiesta Tour, but after we've eaten, I think we might have to do that. So there is actually a queuing area in here, and this is for getting into the pavilion. I guess because it's quite a tight space, they are managing too many people being in here, so there's a cast member like directing people. And here we are. Oh, I love this.
Where are we heading down first?
I love this pavilion so much.
Right.
This always really makes me feel like I'm home, and I'm probably going to start crying in a minute, more than likely.
Moments later.
So I've just checked in and I asked if I could have a table by the water. They said it could be a wait of up to an hour. I actually don't mind that because I just want to have a look around anyway, and I really love a water table in that restaurant. So they're going to text me when the table's ready. I suspect it won't take a whole hour, but I'll let you know how long it did take. Okay, it was totally worth the wait, which, let me just check how long it was. 45 minutes after my ADR time. So my ADR was at 3 and it's now 3:45, but look at this table we have got right by the water. You see people going by on the Grand Fiesta Tour. I love this restaurant so much. It really does have that kind of inside-outside feeling. And surprisingly, it's not very loud in this restaurant compared to last night when I was in the Italian restaurant at Disney Springs. It's really peaceful in here, which I love that as well. So this could be a good spot to come if you actually want to be able to hear the people that you're dining with. And as with most restaurants at the moment, the menu is on a QR code. So let's get into that. Kind of dark in here, so you might need some extra light, but it should be fine on your phone. It's actually a lot easier reading this menu on my phone than it normally is when they give you a paper one. And you only have this little lamp, so it can be super dark trying to see what you're doing. I've just ordered, and I'm crying again. Just sitting here taking all of this in, and it just totally set me off yet again. I don't know how many times that is today, I lose count, honestly. The slightest thing will set me off. And just sitting here, like I say, taking everything in. I guess when you're sat here with someone, like talking to somebody, you probably would just be like discussing the day and everything else, but because I'm traveling solo, you have a lot of time to just like take things in. But on the downside, that means it does keep setting me off crying. It is amazing. It is amazing being here. I love this restaurant so much, and I love this pavilion. I love Epcot. So the combination of all of it is making me an emotional wreck again. But I don't even care, to be honest. I'm just so happy and grateful to be here. So I've been brought some tortilla chips, and there are a lot of these. I don't know how I'm going to get through those myself, but I'm going to give it a good go. I got myself a lemonade. I think it's like a pink lemonade or pomegranate lemonade or something. And then I have the soup, which they bring out, and it has the tortilla strips and stuff, and then they pour the soup into the bowl. And some salsa to go with the chips. And the soup smells really good. I've had this before and it's really delicious. So my entree has arrived. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. Let me just see if I can switch my phone torch on and get some light on the situation here. There we go. That's a bit better. So I have the enchilada. This is chicken enchilada. It looks so good. It smells really cheesy. And on the side here, I think, are fried plantains, I think it said. So yeah, this smells delicious, and I really want to dip those chips into the cheesiness that's going on here, so I'm going to do that. I've just started getting into this, and I had to just let you know, this is so good. If you're a bit of a wuss when it comes to spicy food, which if you are, I totally feel you, because I'm the same. This is not that spicy. It's got the tiniest bit of heat, but I am someone who really can't eat spicy food. You'd be absolutely fine with this, but there's so much chicken in it. It's really, oh, it's good. It's so good. And on the top, there's like cheese and onion straws sprinkled on it. Oh my goodness, it is really, really good. Okay, and now I am on to my dessert, which is sweet corn ice cream. One thing I will say, this is fine for me because I'm not a big dessert person, but it is just one scoop of ice cream and it was quite pricey, so I would not say this is necessarily a good value dessert, but it sounded so interesting to me, sweet corn ice cream, that I had to try it. Okay, halfway point, and it really does taste like sweet corn. I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, and I thought it might be weird, but it's actually really, really nice. But yeah, it very, very much does taste like sweet corn, but just ice cream. I don't know, it's weird. It's really good though. Okay, sorry for the weird lighting again. It is really, really strange lighting in here. That was really, really delicious, and if it was any more, it would have been too much, I think. So although it looked quite small, it was actually perfect and really unique, so I'm glad I got that. And I was just thinking as I was sat here, I would really highly recommend having a dining reservation in the park on a busy day. It's been so nice having this break from the craziness. Outside, walking over here from International Gateway, it's so busy, so crazy, people everywhere, even kind of walking around in the pavilions, very, very busy. But this has been like a complete serene break from all the craziness, and it's just been really, really nice. So that's something I would highly recommend if it is crowded and busy, is to have a dining reservation somewhere, which is nice and relaxing because it just completely takes you out of the craziness for a while. Okay, we are out from dinner. That was amazing. I think I'm going to skip the attraction for now. The line isn't that long, but I am going to be back here on a day when there's probably no line at all. So when I come back, we can have a proper look around everything here. For now, I think I'm going to head out. I'm going to go to the new store, which has replaced Mouse Gear, that I keep forgetting the name of. And then I think we'll take a look at Spaceship Earth on the way out. And if the wait isn't too long, we'll do that because you know how much I love it. And then I think I'm going to head back to the resort because I am coming here for a full day tomorrow, including the extra evening hours. So I really only came here to do my dining reservation. And we've come outside to a very pleasant time in the evening, which we like to call golden hour, which is when the sun is going down. And it's still pretty busy out here. It's totally manageable.
I'm gonna go to Mexico and I'll meet you then.
I love that person who was going to Mexico, but they're already in Mexico. So here's a bit of a better look at the barges that we were talking about earlier. It's very sunny, so I hope you guys can see. It's really not that bad. Would I prefer it if it wasn't there? Yes, because it kind of does ruin the view a little, but It's really not awful. It's the thing in the middle more than anything. It's not so much these things, the 50th screens, it's like the big thing in the middle. Right, so I think let's go through this way, because you can kind of sneak around the outside without having to get too much into the crowds in the middle. We're just going to walk through the preview centre, just because it's a nice little shortcut. They still have a quick service location here, which has wings by the look of it, various different types, a cheese flatbread, a pepperoni flatbread, and the iridescent croissant donut. So if you're after a cronut, this is now the place to come. And this is the little preview centre. You can go in there and it just shows you different things that are coming to Epcot. So I just ran into Elliot and Matty there, who are over from the UK. So hi to you guys if you're watching. It was lovely to have a chat. And now let's go and check out this new store. I want to say it's called Creations. I might have got that wrong. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's about to round the corner and see. Yeah, it is Creations. I got it right. And when I'm back later in the week, Mac and Eats is one of the booths I really want to try. It's a mac and cheese booth. It's got to be done. But I'm so full right now, I could not even consider it. Mouse Gear was always one of my favourite stores, so hopefully this is going to be nice too. It looks a lot more open and airy. There's like huge windows. Oh, I already like this t-shirt. It's really nice. Again, I'm going to look at the ears and at the watch straps to see if there's anything different. Another thing that seems to have become really popular are these, which are absolutely enormous, heavy lollipops. Like, I can't stress how big this thing is. Look at this. But I think it's 30 bucks. That is kind of pricey. Oh, and also, let's take a look at the water bottles. It's fairly easy to walk around in here compared to the Emporium the other day. Okay, it doesn't look like any of these have the right top that I'm looking for. I've seen this range in a few different places. Am I being a bit dense here, or is this out of season? I really like this shirt as well, that's nice. Oh, look at this fluffy jumper. That is so fluffy. Oh my goodness. It is hard for you to tell how thick and furry this thing is. So it's really nice in here. It's pretty fancy the way that they've got premium items like the Dooney and Burke bags are all displayed nicely, and the jewellery and these kind of light up shelves. And they have this Spirit jersey, which is like the regular fabric on the top, but like furry at the bottom. Nice for winter. And they have this mini denim shirt in behind. This is a cute sweatshirt. Okay, I also really like these. So we're now up to 3 pairs that I'm deciding between. This is going to be a problem. I said I wasn't going to buy any ears, and now we're up to 3 pairs that I'm obsessed with. Oh no. They're taking wait times to a whole new level. There is a wait time for checking out. I've seen this keychain before and I'm really not sure about this. Obviously it is supposed to be a popcorn bucket. I actually have this popcorn bucket, but it kind of just looks like he's unwell. These ears are really calling out to me. I might have to do it, you know. I might have to. But now we need to find the best pair. So when it comes to looking for a good pair of ears, just to give you a little rundown of what I look for, obviously with these ones I'd be looking for anything like this that's missing, but there's nothing there. And the bow is the main thing. You don't want one that is lopsided, so sometimes you get ones that like one side sticks up like that, and sometimes you get one where one side of the bow looks bigger than the other, but these ones look pretty good. However, when I turn this pair over, they do have indentations from where they've obviously been packaged with another pair, whereas these ones don't. So I'm not going to have those ones. I know, I'm so fussy about this. Okay, these are the chosen ones. This bar of chocolate is $24.99. I mean, I'm shook by that. Okay, ears are purchased. I had to do it because they are really, really nice ones. I'm going to try not to buy either of the other 2 pairs I saw yesterday. I can make no guarantees, but I'm going to try. So we'll just go around to have a look what's going on with the new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. I doubt we're going to be able to see anything really because it's still under construction. And then we'll head round to Spaceship Earth. I'm absolutely dying to smell Rome burning. It has been a minute. And look at this sky, it's really pink, it's just beautiful. I love it. Spaceship Earth is looking amazing. Beautiful. Let's take a look at Spaceship Earth. If the line isn't too long, I am getting in it. 10 minutes? Yes, let's. Here we go. This really makes me happy. This is always one of my I am at Disney moments. Probably gonna cry again. I'll do it quietly so I don't spoil the ride experience. A cast member just walked down through here telling everyone to put their mask on, so like I said, it is strict policy, masks on at all times when you're anywhere indoors, including on rides.
During your slow-moving journey, your time machine remains seated at all times. During your slow-moving journey, your time machine will slowly move to control.
Welcome aboard. On the map in front of you, please notice where you're from while we input your time travel coordinates.
Oh, that's not where I'm from. Whoops.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our plan is to sail through the universe of time. And for a brief moment, we have been among its passengers. Bands, lines, and unfortunate things. But it also brings with it the dawn of great civilization. But the mission we trace with it has mission. They produce a simple promise of technology and the birth of the high-tech life we enjoy today. Lost forever. Or so we think.
Is it weird that Rome burning is making me emotional?
Washed over by Arab and Jewish scholars. Call it the first backup sitting with us in calling books by hand.
Oh look, that was me last night.
Now connecting from the Atlantic to the Pacific.
Number please. I'm sorry, that one was busy. Number please. One moment. Wouldn't everyone could have one of these amazing? Together we form a super network that glows with billions of interactions. And once again, we stand on the brink of a new renaissance. Here we are, a truly global community, poised to shape the future of this, our Spaceship Earth.
Thanks to you, the color of the future is green. Your garden is filled with fruits and vegetables, grown with recycled water or distilled seawater. You can live the good life and the green life in your home in the country.
And that is going to be me done for the day park-wise. Obviously, I'm not done with the vlog yet. I will be vlogging a bit when I get back to the room and stuff. But look at Spaceship Earth. Incredible. But we'll be right back here in the morning to Epcot for another day. Lots of going around the world showcase. So it's just goodbye for now. Just a quick visit for today. Oh, I couldn't resist just one last look. She's all yellow and purple now. So there's a definite chill in the air tonight, but for me, being British, it's not that cold. Again, people who are local to here are probably freezing right now. I'm still walking around in a play suit and it doesn't bother me one bit. Saratoga Springs Resort number 3. Same as at Disney Springs. Is it always just number 3? Right, so that's 6. Which way are we going? 5. So I guess this way? Oh no, 1 to 2. Well, we need 3. Where's 3? 3 to 5. Here we go. Oh, we got a flight of passage bus.
20 minutes later.
Hey everyone, so I am now back in the room in my pajamas, just relaxing. I'm glad I came back at a reasonable time. It's about 7 p.m. and I feel pretty good. I'm not dead on my feet like I was yesterday. I was so tired yesterday. It's always kind of like that on the first day because it's just so exciting and you're trying to do everything and you're tired from traveling and everything. So I just thought I would have a fairly chilled rest of the night. Today was absolutely amazing, getting to do Hollywood Studios and Epcot. Obviously obviously Epcot I only did very briefly, just the Mexico Pavilion really, and then just Spaceship Earth and the Creation Store. Tomorrow we're going back to Epcot for the whole day. Because Epcot has the extra hours tomorrow night, I'll probably take a break in the middle of the day, so I won't get there too early in the morning necessarily, but also if I'm up and about then I don't kind of just hang around, I get up and go. So if I do get there relatively early during the day, I'll probably take a break and go over to maybe Beach Club, Yacht Club. A few people have asked to see the Dolphin Hotel, so maybe we'll go there. The Ratatouille ride, they have a virtual queue which is actually free to join. It's just instead of having a standby line. And alternatively, if you can't get into the virtual queue, then you can purchase a premium lightning lane. So Ratatouille and Frozen, I think I'm right in saying, are the two premium attractions. If I can't get in the virtual queue for Ratatouille, I will of course pay the extra for it because I'm dying to ride that ride, have a really good look around the France Pavilion and all of the others, and just have an amazing day in my favourite park. Like I said yesterday, I'm so overwhelmed to be here. I still can't quite believe it. I just keep having reality moments, crying as you see. I cried several times on Spaceship Earth when I wrote that today. It's just crazy, but I'm just having the best time and I'm really enjoying vlogging the parks again. I can't wait to edit the vlogs. I've already been thinking about how great it's going to be to have new Disney World vlogs, and you guys have been so excited over on Instagram about everything and all the updates, so I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of the trip. It was very busy again today, so I think it's going to be interesting going into next week. It's not quite close enough to Thanksgiving yet for it to be super busy from that, so we'll see if it quietens down once the weekend is over. Sometimes Mondays are still busy, and then obviously going into the rest of the week we'll see what it's like. I really loved doing Rise of the Resistance and Runaway Railway today. Runaway Railway, I was really surprised at how much I loved it. It might be one of my new favourites. It was such a cute ride and I really enjoyed it, so I definitely will be doing that again. And I'm just looking in the viewfinder here. I'm not sure how it will actually look when I come to edit the vlogs, but I think I've nailed the mask makeup. So this makeup, I have not done a thing to it all day. I haven't put anything on. I haven't touched up the lipstick even, nothing. I haven't used a face blotter or any powder. I genuinely, honestly have not done a thing. This lipstick has, let me just get closer, it's barely moved. I mean, the tiniest little bit. And I have got some like shine happening and stuff. It's by no means perfect, but to say that I've had a mask on loads today, I think it is staying on perfectly. So I'll try and remember in the morning when I'm doing my makeup to show you what products I've been using, because what I'm using at the moment I honestly feel is one of the best combinations of products to actually stay on. It really does stay amazingly well. So I know a lot of you will be interested in that, so I'll try and let you know in the morning. But for now, I'm going to wrap this up and just take the footage off the memory card onto my hard drive. I always do that every evening just to make sure that the footage is safe and nothing crazy happens, we don't lose anything, and then get some sleep ready for another day tomorrow in Epcot. I'm so excited. I'm excited for my outfit tomorrow as well, just wandering all the World Showcase. I love Epcot so much. And yeah, I just absolutely can't wait. I just can't take the smile off my face, to be honest with you, this entire time that I've been here. This is just shaping up to be one of the best trips ever. Having that absence has just really made me so happy to be back. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you always get notified whenever I upload a video. As always, I just want to say a huge thank you for all of your support, both here on YouTube with your likes and comments and subscribing, and over on Patreon, over on Instagram. Everything you guys do, you are all amazing, and I just want to say a huge thank you. So thanks for watching. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm now back over at Ratatouille, which is behind me. The Lightning Lane entrance is there, and we're going to go and ride it. I'm so excited.